That little box of powder sitting on the shelf above your washing machine, the one your grandmother probably used and you inherited without ever knowing quite what to do with, might be the most underrated laundry and cleaning product in your entire house. Every year, companies sell you pods, beads, softeners, and boosters, all promising the same basic result. But here's the thing. The cleaning industry isn't exactly rushing to tell you about a $4 powder that quietly replaces 5 of their products. Borax is a naturally occurring mineral salt, mined straight from the earth, and it's been sitting in laundry aisles since long before scent beads existed. So why doesn't anyone talk about it anymore? With that in mind, here are 9 things cleaning brands don't want you to know about borax. Most people assume borax faded out of laundry rooms because something better came along. But here's the thing. It didn't stop working. It stopped being profitable. A single box lasts for months, and companies make a lot more money selling you 5 separate products instead of one mineral that quietly does it all. Borax is technically sodium borate, a naturally occurring mineral salt mined from dry lake beds for well over a century. It's alkaline, meaning it raises pH, and that one property is the secret behind almost everything on this list. Higher pH lifts grease, neutralizes odors, softens water, and boosts whatever you pair it with. No synthetic fragrance, no mystery chemical blend, no marketing department deciding what fresh should smell like. Just a mineral doing what minerals do, the same way it has for over 100 years. So why doesn't anyone talk about it the way they used to? Well, a $4 box that lasts half a year doesn't exactly drive repeat purchases. With that in mind, here's the first thing the cleaning industry would rather you didn't know. Number 1, it boosts your regular detergent. If your detergent just isn't cutting it anymore, especially with heavily soiled clothes or workout gear, the problem might not be the detergent at all. It might be your water. Adding half a cup of borax to the wash cycle raises the water's pH and helps it break down grease, dirt, and body oils more effectively than detergent alone usually can. Think of it as giving your detergent a running start instead of asking it to do all the work by itself. You don't need to switch brands or buy anything fancy to see the difference. Add the borax directly to the drum before starting the cycle, or pour it into the detergent dispenser if your machine has one. It works fine with either liquid or powder detergent, and it's especially useful for towels, sports uniforms, and cloth diapers, anything that tends to come out of the wash looking less than fully clean. Number 2, it softens hard water without the chemicals. Hard water is one of those problems people live with for years without ever realizing that's actually what's going on. If clothes come out stiff, dull, or still smelling faintly like the hamper, no matter how carefully you wash them, hard water minerals are likely binding with your detergent before it ever gets the chance to work. Borax acts as a natural water softener. It binds to the calcium and magnesium ions responsible for that stiff, dingy effect, and stops them from interfering with your detergent's cleaning action. Once those minerals are neutralized, your detergent can finally do its actual job, instead of fighting against your water supply the entire wash cycle. Add half a cup to a full load along with your usual detergent, and you'll likely notice a difference within a wash or two, especially with whites and towels, which tend to show hard water buildup the most. Number 3, it eliminates musty towel and workout smell. That gym bag smell clinging to towels and activewear even after washing isn't actually dirt. It's bacteria and mildew that have taken hold deep in the fibers, and regular detergent alone often isn't strong enough to fully knock it out, no matter how much you use. Here's what most people don't realize. Borax's alkaline nature creates an environment where odor-causing bacteria and fungus simply can't survive. It doesn't mask the smell the way fragrance detergent does. It disrupts the actual conditions those organisms need to keep growing in the first place. For seriously musty towels, add a full cup to a hot wash and let the load soak for about 30 minutes before running it through completely. For regular maintenance, half a cup per load is enough to keep the smell from building up at all. Either way, you're solving the real problem instead of just covering it up with fragrance. Number 4, it cleans out washing machine gunk. If your machine has started to smell a little off, or you've noticed a filmy residue clinging to the inside of the drum, that's detergent and fabric softener buildup accumulating in places you can't easily see or reach with a sponge. Run an empty hot water cycle with 1 full cup of borax added directly to the drum. The hot water and alkaline properties work together to break down soap scum, residue, and lingering bacteria, including on the rubber gasket of front-loading machines, which is notorious for trapping moisture and growing mildew over time. Bonus, this same monthly habit also helps extend the life of the machine itself, since trapped buildup is part of what wears seals down early. Doing this once a month keeps your machine smelling clean and stops that buildup from eventually transferring right back onto your freshly washed clothes. Number 5, it deodorizes trash cans for good. Few smells are harder to get rid of than the one lingering at the bottom of your kitchen trash can, especially during the summer months when everything seems to ripen a little faster than you'd like it to. Borax tackles trash can odor 2 ways at once. Its alkaline nature neutralizes acidic odor compounds instead of just masking them, and it also absorbs excess moisture, which happens to be the exact condition bacteria need to thrive and keep multiplying in the first place. Empty the can completely, give it a quick rinse, and sprinkle about a 1/4 cup of borax directly into the bottom before adding a new liner. You can also dissolve a tablespoon into warm water and wipe down the inside walls for cans that have built up a stubborn smell over time. Either method keeps things fresh for weeks instead of days. Number 6, it scrubs bathroom grime better than most cleaners. Soap scum, grout stains, and that dull film building up on tubs and tile are some of the most stubborn messes in any home, and most commercial bathroom cleaners only manage to cut through part of the problem. Borax works as a mild abrasive and an alkaline cleaner at the same time, which means it physically scrubs away grime while also breaking down the mineral deposits and soap residue holding it in place. Unlike harsher scouring powders, it won't scratch most surfaces when used correctly. Make a paste using 3 parts borax to 1 part water and apply it directly to grout lines, tub rings, or tile with a damp sponge or old toothbrush. Let it sit for a few minutes, then scrub and rinse thoroughly. For tougher buildup, add a splash of lemon juice to the paste for extra cutting power, a small trick that also leaves bathroom surfaces smelling noticeably fresher. One important note, borax is more concentrated than something like hydrogen peroxide, and while it's generally considered low toxicity for typical household use, it isn't meant to be ingested and can irritate skin with prolonged or repeated contact. Always wear gloves if you have sensitive skin. Rinse surfaces thoroughly in food prep areas and keep it stored well out of reach of children and pets. Number 7, it freshens slow or smelly drains. A drain that started to smell musty or that drains a little slower than it used to is usually a sign of organic buildup clinging to the inside of the pipe, much like the gunk that causes trouble in a washing machine drum. Pour a 1/2 cup of borax directly down the affected drain, followed by 2 cups of boiling water. The combination helps dissolve grease and grime buildup along the pipe walls, while neutralizing the odor at the source rather than just covering it up temporarily. Let it sit for about 15 minutes before running hot water through to flush everything clear. Doing this once every couple of weeks keeps drains running clean and odor-free, and it costs basically nothing compared to commercial drain treatments promising the exact same result. Number 8, it removes detergent residue from clothes. That stiff, slightly gray film that sometimes shows up on dark clothing or towels even after washing isn't dirt at all. It's leftover detergent and fabric softener that never fully rinsed out, especially common in homes with hard water or high-efficiency machines that use less water per cycle than older models. Add 1/2 cup of borax to your rinse cycle, or run a second rinse with borax added if your machine allows it. The alkaline mineral helps lift and dissolve that leftover residue, letting it rinse away completely instead of drying stiff and gray into the fabric itself. You'll notice clothes coming out softer and looking more vibrant, all without needing a separate residue removing product taking up space on your shelf. Number 9, it replaces an entire shelf of specialty products. Here's the part that really adds up. Once you start using borax regularly, you may notice you no longer need pods, scent beads, fabric softener, detergent boosters, or most multi-purpose cleaning additives at all. One box, often under $5, quietly does the job of 5 or 6 special type products that can easily run you $50 or more combined every single month. 2 birds, 1 box. That's not a small difference once you add it up over a full year of regular laundry and household cleaning. A few safety reminders. So there you have it. 9 ways an old-fashioned box of borax can replace half the products cluttering your laundry and cleaning shelves. A few quick safety reminders before you start. Always keep boxes of borax stored well out of reach of children and pets, since it isn't safe to ingest. Wear gloves if you have sensitive skin, and avoid mixing it with bleach or other strong household chemicals. And while borax is fantastic for everyday laundry and cleaning, anything involving severe mold, serious plumbing problems, or delicate specialty fabrics is still worth handing off to a professional. For everything else, though, that one humble box sitting on the shelf has got you covered